Hey guys, quick business tip. Well, really, it's business and marketing. So, this comes from a story called "The Purple Cow" by Seth something. Um, and this isn't me. This isn't my lesson. Actually, I got this from somewhere else. So this isn't like something I completely made up, or whatever. But I think it still can help anybody in business, especially well, really in business period. But so pretty much the story is, um, the author was driving down, well, not driving down, he was a kid, so his parents was driving and he's from the city and they seen a cow. And he's like, oh my gosh, a cow, because he had never seen a cow in real life. And pretty much, I guess they had drove out to the country a couple different times, and they seen cows. He got excited a few more times, but by the fourth time it's like, I'm a cow. So after a while he wasn't interested anymore because he had already seen cows so many times. But if he had drove past and seen a purple cow, that would have brought the excitement back. Like, oh my gosh, a purple cow. And you kind of have to think about your business that way. If you're doing business, and most of us are doing business in industries where there's a lot of competition, it may even be oversaturated. And, there's so many marketing messages, the average person gets inundated or whatever with so many marketing messages nowadays. Is like you have to be able to stand out. Like, it's no longer good, it's no longer okay to be or sufficient to be good. You have to be able to stand out and be the purple cow. Really in any industry, but just for real estate, since I know most of my friends on here are real estate investors. We do like wholesaling real estate, etc. You have to think about it like that. If you're putting out bandit signs, and every other investor in the world right now is putting out bandit signs, and they all say we buy houses. It's like, yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, some people still get leads from that, and even do deals from it. But it's like, for one, it's just like, I don't want to. If you could check out my video I posted on YouTube yesterday, you'll see I go into depth, in that. But if you're putting out banner signs and they still say we buy houses, like, how do you stand out? Work on your messaging more. Work on differentiating yourself from your competitors. Same thing with direct mail. If you're sending direct mail and you get pretty much, if you get templates from the gurus or these free online templates, everybody else is using those same templates. So, and especially if you're mailing to the same list. If you're mailing to the same list, more than likely 5 to 10 other investors are mailing to that list. And if you guys are all sending these same templates or whatever, it's like, how do you expect to really get leads and do deals like that? You're going to have to do it in volume. Don't get me wrong, people are doing deals every day with those methods, bandit signs and direct mail, but you're going to wind up having to spend way more. You're going to have to put out way more bandit signs than necessary, way more direct mail than necessary. I know me personally, I'd rather just send like 100 letters and get a deal rather than having to send 500 to 1,000. Same thing with bandit signs. I'd rather have to just put out 20 than 100. You really have to work on your messaging. And honestly, me personally, if you're doing bandit signs and you're actually killing it or still getting enough leads and whatnot, then cool. Like I say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And like I said, I really talk about this more in the video I posted on YouTube yesterday. I posted a link on here. But me personally, I say stay away from bandit signs anyway, unless you're already killing it with them. Because like I said, for one, they all say the same thing. Yeah, I mean, you can put a different message on there from everybody else. But it's kind of really hard with bandit signs. It's not like with direct mail. You can write a whole letter to somebody, or with a Facebook ad. You can really speak to people's pain points, their desires and different things. Or a video like this, you can really speak to people. It's like you can only put so much on a bandit sign anyway, for one, just because of limited space, and then two, you have to really get into the psychology of marketing, and you have to really understand that no matter what you're doing, whether it's letters, platform, bandit signs, Google ads, Facebook ads, whatever, you have to understand the platform that you're using. Just like if you're doing Facebook ads, you have to understand people don't get on Facebook to buy things or sell their house, anything like that. So you have to be able to catch their attention And I don't want to really get into into it too much, because for one, I'm trying to keep this video as short as possible. It's already on 5 minutes. Plus, I'm actually going to be uploading more videos, and that's going to be one of the topics I go over. But pretty much you have to understand, the platform or the method that you're using. So with bandit signs, people aren't going to stop their car to really look at, read a whole message. So you can only put so much on there in the first place because of limited space. And then also the fact that people are driving, they may stop at a red light. If they're really motivated, they may stop at a red light and take a picture of your bandit sign, or hurry up and copy down your phone number, or put their, whatever, put your number in their phone, but they don't have time to stop and read a whole message. So that's the thing with bandit signs. You can't really get it. And with marketing, it's all really about the message. So you can't really put a message on a bandit sign. Like I said, just because of limited space, and because people are driving, they're not going to be able to stop and read a whole message. Then two, they're pretty much illegal. I know me personally, this is just me. I'm not trying to do marketing where, I put out bandit signs, let's say on a Friday night, and then Sunday, Monday, let's say, the city code enforcement had came and pulled them all up. Like what? Like, I'm not trying to, me personally, like I said, that's just me personally. I'm not trying to do marketing where I got to worry about somebody pulling my signs up. And I've even heard people, like other investors and wholesalers, saying how they've caught agents and other wholesalers and whatnot pulling their signs up. If I send a letter to a homeowner, city code enforcement, my competition, none of them can stop that letter. Same thing with online ads. If I have a Google AdWords or Facebook ads or, whatever, nobody can get in the way of that or stop that. And it's just way more efficient. Like I said, I'm not trying to spend money to put signs out that's going to get pulled up either by my competition or city code enforcement. The city doesn't like it. You can't really put a great message out there. That's just me personally. Like I said, if you're doing deals and actually getting leads from bandit signs, then great. But that's the main thing. The main point of this video isn't to talk down on bandit signs or any one marketing method. It's really just to say, like I said, be a purple cow. If you're just a cow, just we buy houses, and there's 100,000 other investors right now saying the same thing. Even if you're still getting leads, just think of how many more leads you can get, how many more deals you could do if you can actually differentiate. I always have a hard time saying that word, differentiate yourself from other investors and whatnot. Just like I said, be a purple cow in a sea full of regular cows. And that goes for any business, not just real estate. Any business you're in. Look at what. Now the main thing is you don't really want to focus on your competition too much. Always focus on the customer or the client or whatever type of business you're in. Focus on how you can pretty much give them a better experience. So a lot of businesses make the mistake of focusing too much on their competition, but at the same time, you do want to focus on your competition. You want to do things differently than how they're doing it. So I would say you have to do both. Focus on your competition, see what they're doing. If it's working, see how you can obviously not steal it, but model it and make it better. See how you can differentiate yourself from them. And most importantly, focus on who you're trying to reach. For investors, we're obviously trying to reach people who are motivated to sell or going through a problem. See how you can really get into the psychology of somebody like that and speak directly to that, and differentiate yourself from just we buy houses.